Hi, welcome to week 4 of Evangeline. Usually I try to memorize between 12 and 14 lines during the week. I only memorized, I think, maybe 6 this week, because Meter Magic Spiral has turned to the next meter, and so I also memorized something in Amphibrax. The video is up on my YouTube channel, and you can check that out if you want to hear me reciting a limerick by Nancy Willard. That's not why you clicked on this video. You clicked on this video to hear Evangeline. Or more likely, you clicked on this video because you are a relative or dear friend of mine, and you are trying to give me a like, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so let's see how I do. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, okay. Just gonna focus and try to do it. This is the forest primeval, the murmuring pines and the hemlocks, bearded with moss and in garments green and distinct in the twilight, stand like druids of eld with voices sad and prophetic, stand like harpers hoar with beards that rest on their bosoms. Loud from its rocky caverns, the deep-voiced neighboring ocean speaks, and in accents disconsolate answers the wail of the forest. This is the forest primeval, but where are the hearts that beneath it leap like the roe when he hears in the woodland the voice of the huntsman? Where is the thatch-roofed village, the home of Acadian farmers, men whose lives glided on like rivers that water the woodland, darkened by shadows of earth, but reflecting an image of heaven? Waste are those pleasant farms, and the farmers forever departed, scattered like dust and leaves, when the mighty blasts of October seize them and whirl them aloft and sprinkle them far o'er the ocean. Naught but tradition remains of the beautiful village of Grand Prix. Ye who believe in affection that hopes and endures and is patient, ye who believe in the beauty and strength of woman's devotion, list to the mournful tradition still sung by the pines of the forest. List to a tale of love in Acadie, home of the happy. Part the first. In the Acadian land, on the shores of the basin of Minas, distant, secluded, still, the little village of Grand Prix lay in the fruitful valley. Vast meadows stretched to the eastward, giving the village its name and pasture to flocks without number. Dikes that the hands of the farmers had raised with labor incessant shut out the turbulent tides, but at stated seasons the floodgates opened and welcomed the sea to wander at will o'er the meadows. West and south there were fields of flax, and orchards and cornfields spreading afar and unfenced o'er the plain. And away to the northward Blomidon rose, and the forests old, and aloft on the mountains sea fogs pitched their tents, and mists from the mighty Atlantic looked on the happy village, but ne'er from their station descended. There, in the midst of its farms, reposed the Acadian village. Strongly built were the houses, with frames of oak and of hemlock, such as the peasants of Normandy built in the reign of the Henrys. Thatched were the roofs, with dormer windows, and gables projecting, protected and shaded the doorway. There, in the tranquil evenings of summer, when brightly the sunset lighted the village street and gilded the vanes of the chimney, matrons and maidens sat in snow-white caps and in kirtles, scarlet and blue and green, with distaffs spinning the golden flax for the gossiping looms, whose noisy shuttles within doors mingled their sounds with the whir of the wheels and the songs of the maidens. And then the priest comes in, and I tried to do the other lines, and then didn't quite get there. I know what happens next, at least. That's pretty slow. And here's the interesting thing. Not that you asked. Like when I was doing the intro, like my part of my brain was like doing the intro, and the other part was like, oh, this is going pretty well. Oh, you're getting the beginning down really nicely. But so then all those thoughts made it so then the next lines were harder to remember, because like half my brain was like too excited that the beginning had gone well. And that is also why I was not a very good soccer player in middle school. I would like something good would happen, and I just like get so excited in my brain that like I would need to do something after that, but I couldn't because my brain was too like overwhelmed with excitement. Anyway, that's information you did not ask for, but you got it. So that was week 4. Since I have already memorized the Amphorback, hopefully I will be able to spend a little bit more time on Evangeline coming up. I've got EMDR tomorrow though, so my brain might be not quite in the state ready to do any memorizing. I will be watching season 2 of Heartstopper in like all of one sitting tomorrow afternoon, I think is my plan. And then that new Ellie Kemper movie that's on Netflix, I think is my other plan. I feel like that will work nicely, right? Process decades old trauma, watch some happy Netflix, I guess. Maybe I'll make some popcorn. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for stopping by and listening.